OKFM 101.7.
The one catch another by nano pay say NPP vote me how many casato. How many casas as a prinkins my daily be say 8 years in near free SHS by and Crankwa woman mucha 5 million. Now no Henna NDC and Honorable Clement Apaak so e dey anu ya bra wo say omunya za de no moye no emomunya sa kra na from 2017 basi 2024 yi enkra free SHS omunya mu chefa no enu sa Honorable Clement Apaak here MP Bosa South or your deputy ranking education committee member in the Parliament of Ghana. Honorable Matthew. Hello.
Afoni tifo nyina.
Hey, Honorable Matthew Nkache.
Misha Bulsa.
Jama campaign inti na aka wa hye wosa no.
Say ejuma ne fam. Game big ground. Ya betendenden.
Anyway, say ye behu wo parliament bi ma just after 7 December wana.
Na say parliament dey. Yesi emrefi enti yeri enim say ye campaign na egu so. The parliament dey nka yenyaya nka na ye to abani wi ananka ya ba parliament.
But we are Supreme Court di ruling ya be dey say bia bia sure say mo wo arehemu say bia speaker befre ana
I don't know say anya ya asem ana ye ne court nso ni asem court ni speaker afanya mark ni speaker ni court na wasem di ye de the speaker be kanu ye so ye betie ye penny force be ebe bobo mu na o ma kire kwan ya wase fa so we will be waiting to see what will happen, but we'll take instructions from our leadership.
Yo, Honorable time will not allow us to go into Parliament in Supreme Court Assembly Mudi. And Anopay Assembly Kukru na watchi and I ne wa unia Samuel Okujo Tabla Quadrache and Hong Kong. Minimum say what? Say a more expire last year. Yashe. Amanya teacher dia ko secondary school sama ya no ama ya mai edi. Honorable we to when and as I did. Hey. Honorable.
Areho.
Oh.
Areho pa say.
Oh.
Yeah, I am. Anke what say bibi biara ebe ya ma won. Ye tunye yi yem na ya de pa. Na secondary Ronibeka, as a result of greed and selfishness, you to me, ASC, FIM. When I saw the Honorable Okujato's expose, maybe it confirmed what we had known in the industry or the sector all along. Sir, some of the suppliers, have a tendency to supply expired or wholesome food items to Yankora. Now, there one say, when you now have not the OCHA documents are Okucho to Edia Tuja. Minuka say, some people should be paying for this crime. Adia. A buyer, CID, any police force, my Chushemu, I'm a FDA, so I'm a moye, Sa Mui, na I say a pro, and he said, Unipa does any Eddie. Yes, I did a shop bottle from my Achichama and Quara. I'm on my dual school. I mean, how is it possible that such a crime would occur and that evidence has been found to confirm na yɛnte sɛ yɛtwe obi aso ɛnkwame wonim deɛ nti a there is official complicity mpanimfoɔ anim ho bi ebi yɛ bi ɛngyina wɔn ntumi nya ho hwee sɛ wobɛkae a nkɔma me ne wɔadi afa prisoners school ho no debia metae kan na awofoɔ ɛne nkwara ne sikafoɔ nyinaa bɛka sɛ baabi baako a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ nsesaeɛ paa ɛyɛ the feeding arrangements ɛno mpo John Dramani Mahama ka is in our manifesto. One of the things that we are going to do is to decentralize the feeding arrangement, to collapse or remove buffer stock from the equation. Say the feeding grants to another headmasters no up. Now more suppliers. Say the in Yania one peno. The be an pa. Now the one also asa so that the children would eat nutritious food at good portions. This current arrangement, you know, so party people, any government appointees, and the contract in addition to supplying unwholesome food items, as in the case of the Auditor General's reports over the period, say you have suppliers who supply unwholesome tin tomatoes, sometimes mackerel, any flour, and I say some apple. These are all captured in reports. I even remember the PIAC 2018-2019 monitoring of the Free Senior School Program report. Some of the schools were supplied with unwholesome tomato paste and weevil-infested flour. There's even one instance, our company be tomato paste our teacher schools, you know, according to Auditor General's report, you know. These were products that were not known, not just the FDA anymore. The Ghanaian system didn't even recognize them, and yet they were imported and distributed to our students. And you know, people must be held accountable. And the only way to do this is to change this government. Because Abamu penny for the movie. And one thing I also.
And can be say,
contractor on supply 100 bags of rice. Now I cost supply 50.
Honorable, can be senti. A DSC pass, National Food Buffer Stock, and a Penifua, Wamu Ghana Education Service, Ministry of Education. That's how the Honorable Kujota Blackwa at their base since February this year till now. Enka a year or man for Frobi, European country be America, and now any Emrofu Nkro Ibisua. Enka would they be still be at post?
Kwame, I can tell you that they would all have been fired, some would have been standing prosecution, and all those who have profited. The Omafa Wanyesika. And that is the right thing to do. And this is why, in terms of free senior school, your mom said, I would improve and sustain it. When you know, get to say, the part. You know, say, a policy, constitution, and I share Kitty. But also implementation now. I touch him, and one of the areas is in the area of feeding arrangement. And do you know that feeding, no, and a cuddled one, your boy program, no, according to feeding, almost about 65 to 70% of the cost of running this program is in the area of feeding. The announcement is soon correct. The other banks are and yet now amount for the different. People are filling their pockets on the back of feeding our wards on wholesome food and poor portions of food. We have said that one of the things that we will do, as John Mama has said, is to decentralize the feeding arrangements, empower the heads of the institutions to procure their food needs and other supplies on their own. We will remove this middleman monster called buffer stock, conduit, to siphoning public resources and money that should go to feed our wards into people's pockets. And we have also said, so we are going to provide dedicated funding. What's the problem? No say there, in Pempi, Sikana, ye approval in Parliament, and that is because there is no dedicated funding. We have said that your mama has said he is going to ring fence a percentage of our oil revenue dedicated to the program to improve it. Oh, and he said that he's going to complete all computer structures. Now we see the account, e-blocks and as for we will dig up, get fund. Say the big message schools in the account. Then the beer, yes, see, now, yes, dormitories and as for no, it's near so that we can eliminate the double track. Now I have a single track. Now I will phone it me. A church phone them on himself. The convocation July, September, and also October. In other words, a predictable academic calendar. Now say I'm reading a chance communicate. Almost 60 second annual conference. Tamale. Issue statement. Just around the 15th of October. Issues on list here. And one Mama, I think him. So it is very clear that the alternative is the only option in the area of education and almost every other sector of the Ghanaian system. Because Ghana for Akufado, Esambu Mino, and Fiona Kahua, and Bawumia. A vote for Bawumia is a vote for Akufado. It is a vote to affirm all these crimes against the people of Ghana, as exemplified by this issue at buffer stock. We need to hold people accountable. It's not right. Why do we do this to our own wards? Our own children. Are they?
Honorable, so Ura, Kanaman Penny John Dramani Mama has been vindicated. Last of course, Central Region. Or Koka is in the near Deman Kodai. Even. And yet, the near Safata Krasia Dema and Kramai. Crofo Chaboni. So where do I vindicated though?
Nasano Kwena no Oka. I can give you many examples. I will follow Bet Miaka and Korano Kra Bet Miaka. Kwame. We bet Miko school. We bet you and I have to prison Naba. Ade. Yeah, what secondary school. Yeah, now you're free if you are. You need to be class at the school. We bet free school about Kwame. Now, why you fine? You are put on weight. We used to go to school to look better and come home. Now you look better at home and go to school and come home as though you have come from a prison. Now, because of the issue of the inadequate, poor quality food we are feeding our wards. Some of the parents, Kwame, I am telling you, what do you do? Say, school no need baby our teno ewa. What call baby a school no one. Now, community our wape, mami and I say, abayo be our now a manisika. Say, I know where you are, amamebano. So the women in the vicinity of the school will be cooking and the children will be sneaking to go and eat the food. If you are Banku, because Banku is more, has a longer lifespan. Now, Omako smuggle, I'm Ankorano. Akoratiniko, Danny Hall. Now, your man is so share any Lipton, no milk. no bread. And for that need rice-based diet, bosom now what tobacco. Let me sorry, here. I mean, why are we doing this to our own children? Is that the best that we can offer? It is terrible.
Now,
I don't come and you say a partner, or person or ma a binding bonnet, but the quantity ever coupe. And this any night such a ya. Yeah, I am why. These are the facts. I am not making them up. And all parents listening to me, and students currently, and those who have gone through the system, and the teachers and the headmasters, they will bear me out. So the system must change. And if it must change, it is going to have to take a new regime, a new government, a new set of persons to correct these wrongs and to hold those who have perpetrated them on us deliberately to account. People must suffer for these crimes.
Then again, Yansha publication be a site through a risk. Dr. Mamadu Bawumia must immediately pull his fraudulent advert claiming that over 5 million students have benefited from free senior high school from 2017 to 2024. Honorable Nakayo.
Kwan Pacha and a crack.
I'm crying.
Pastor Kwame Amo and a crack. The attorney said, you and I are what pray, you know. Obia a candy oba. Obey.
Sir.
Nayano. The Yaka said, Bayano. Egina de Abai Ebaya. What it took Ghana for him a share. Sir, sit in there or a TNA. Or no better, you know. Obey any year. And I said, Obey a man abuso. When to me, and yet. Into Yaya said, and said, you have a man of what he has here. Say, way. And I say, any say, bar. You better some. Ama, young and I know for swap. And it's our chef fishing in our school now. Young and I get to say, a policy papa. Now, you know, 2015. And I joined a man and mama. And on 2 years. On the day students, then a share here. And in 2016, were these students from some poor districts? Eka, with the intent that we would have escalated it to cover all students in the secondary system. And you're free abemu. The MVP buy and I'm almost say they are going to do it wholesale at once. But the tier for Bekaya, and I'm going to more second and third year in 2017. No, you have one count. And the almost inquire almost share 2017, year 1, and a share here. And he said, Osi, who compare to me now, inquire one more program no more. Would they be here? Idea I was a Ghana for Shaswa. I mean, I was able to me a demon cry. You need to be honest and sincere. And Ona, let me say, Ray Anna, a Duchu program on education. And I MPP form penny for a Casa Hubi. And I know about young advertisement about radio or TV. So, sir, the free senior high school has benefited over 5 million students. Me tell them say no kwe. Ndi mi anu so na makwaji data which had to do with WASI entry statistics from 2013 to 2023. And I was doing some work on that. But I mean, outlet be a friend, check Ghana. And Womujina de Bawumia ad any the MPP form penny for Kanoso. A checky, a say, and you be a shared program now 2017, ABC 2024. How many students were reported to have enrolled? And the conclusion was that based on information through the Ministry of Finance from 2017 to 2024, no, just about 3.1 million students had enrolled. Enrolled. We are not even talking about completed. And it's a program, no, a free year 2017. In terms of enrollment, only 3.1 million have enrolled. How does Bawumia and his team and the MPP tell Ghanaians this barefaced lie that over 5 million students have benefited? Are you not shocked and surprised? In essence, you know, because what they are telling us is that more students have gone through the program than was even reported to have been enrolled. And that cannot be possible. You can never have a claim that more students than the number enrolled have gone through the process. Manager, you can only have the same number, with all things being equal, who have enrolled to have benefited by going through the process. But even himself, and or enroll and school. But the difference between the figures reported by government itself as having enrolled within the period, the concocted figures that Bawumia and his team are brandishing in the form of radio and TV ads, is over 2 million. So this cannot be allowed. That is the right thing to do. And the media houses also, the media has a role to play. The media must be honest and ensure that it transmits accurate information to Ghanaians. So once fact check has demonstrated that, simply put, BNB and his camp have lied to Ghanaians in terms of the numbers of students who have benefited, the media houses have a moral obligation to stop playing that commercial. If not, there will be collaborators and accessories to peddling falsehood in an attempt to deceive Ghanaians to believe what is not. It is a Bawumia in the camp. One man chased ad now, Saya. And was a media houses, you know. Because we cannot have a system where the public airwaves will be used to impress into the minds of Ghanaians what is simply a falsehood. And to me, and accepted this type of behavior. So that is the case I am making, because leadership must be leadership of integrity. And you cannot tell me that this was not deliberate. The same government could not have given information that was compiled to demonstrate that less have gone through, and yet his candidate and his team are waving a different number, almost twice as the numbers that are on record to have enrolled into the program. And that is the case I am making.
I see.
Because we cannot accept that. You cannot tell Ghanaians that 5.7 over 5 million students have gone through when less than 3.5 million students have even enrolled into the program in its entire lifespan. So where did you go and get the additional numbers from? The difference between 3.1 and then over 5 million mu kofa free ara omo yan saman
honorable de medawase na we dey tell in a minute entremu ya wo de ma ye before about this particular subject issue and encrofa misconstrued ni say musimu ba mbetwa free SHS mu
na say omo no omo penekre the ya can say when we come we would improve and sustain it and John Mama enka we be ada minim say only teacher for ko hia and I was in some of those meetings omo ya kra na do na ya public one aka and then we here o kuma say one any asofo ekoye nkika hodie he repeated it again and he yana aka say when we come the person is in here and that is why our say when he comes he would abolish the double track system or say when he comes he would improve the feeding arrangements by decentralizing the system and eliminating the buffer stock system or say oba he will complete uncompleted structures, add some, build new secondary schools to ensure that we have a predictable academic calendar. So, to augment existing infrastructure and add some to bring the double track to an end. These are the things that John Mama said he would do. I don't know any addition here. Why would he want to destroy something he has started? In the Yambogo, John Mama said nowhere. He has said that Free Senior School has come to stay. He has said that we all recognize the implementation challenges. Even government admits that. And that, given the opportunity, he has a practical approach to solving the implementation challenges. That is what we have said. The NEC about more beer among Free Senior School, no. Yabeshe mukina. Ama na so regira brane. Ya kola na be ko school o menye nua na pedi. Wo menye bebi ada. Wo menye class atenam. Wo menye nkonya atena so. Ena o be ko school o munyina dakro, wo munyina san be fie dakro. These are some of the improvements that we are proposing. And he has even said that he's going to hold a national conference on education to look at the educational sector holistically, including what is going on in the basic sector. All the SHS here, and see, Obia Enyagidi said John Damani Mama and the NDC would improve and sustain the Free Senior School program. At least on Unawaka or record that he is going to provide dedicated source of funding. The government cannot even tell us where they are getting the money from. This is a man who has been bold to tell you that our ring fence a percentage of our oil revenue. So how can you say such a person is against the program or the policy? How can he be against something he started? Timumbongu, it is mere propaganda, and that is why they have been exposed in terms of the numbers. Everybody knows those who are truthful and those who are not.
Honorable, I'm was an pay.
Mr. Baby, morning, I'm in Yajuma.
Yaminka. The Ananaka ye, Honorable Clement Apaak, or your Busa South, and Rasiba Jenny. Yakwam Rasiba Jeffio, Deputy Ranking Education Committee member. And at 2024, NDC Amanyo Kuno, a spokesperson on education, a back one manifesto, Munsem Semwa. And the another church come bringing a time to just a minute to the top of the hour 9.
OKFM 101.7.